Hi guys, so this is another problem from section 1.4. Section 1.4, the question was problem number 27. Okay, let me write the problem first and we read the instruction. Number 27, we have 27 minus x squared equals to 0. And the question says to solve each equation using the square root property. So as you remember, the square root property basically says, let me just kind of see if I can squeeze it here. If x squared equals to some number c, then x equals to plus or minus. And this is important, guys. A lot of the students forget the plus or minus, but that's part of the rule, okay? So that's why you'll always have two solutions, not one. The plus or minus is there to give you two solutions. So anytime you have x, something is square equals to a number, to remove the square, you can just remove it, except you have to go to the other side, put the plus or minus and square the other side. So first thing is, of course, to take this equation, to put it in that correct form, which is the square by itself on one side, the number on the other side. So you have two options. You can move the negative x squared over, and then you already have your x squared isolated, or you can move the 27 over and then remove the negative. I think most of the students will remove the 27 over, so I'll do it that way. But for those of you who want just to move the negative x squared over, it's actually a little faster. You can do that too, okay? So right now I'm just going to move the 27 over. Don't forget to change the sign as you move it over. So now we have negative x squared equals to negative 27, because as you move plus to the other side become minus. Now to remove the negative, because we have to have only x squared, we're going to multiply both sides by negative 1. And so that'll make that a x squared. And of course, negative 1 times negative 27 become positive. So now we're ready to apply the property, the square root property that says x must be plus or minus the square root of 27. Don't forget, in math, we always reduce everything. As you know, 27 is the same thing as 9 times 3. And of course, the square root of 9 is 3, so 9 will come out of the square root to be 3. Let me just move it over here. And then, of course, the other factor, 3, remains under square root. Okay, so final answer would be plus or minus 3, a square root of 3. And again, this 3 is because that's the square root of 9. So as 9 comes out of square root to become 3, and the other 3, of course, remains under square root. Okay, so those should be your two solutions, plus or minus 3, a square root of 3. Okay?